Before we were all drinking hazy IPAs, we were enjoying West Coast IPAs. Today, we revived that style.
What kind of idiot would drink 4 beers and attempt to run a mile? This idiot.
Along with WIP's Jack Fritz, I'm Glen Macnow. We're at Artifact Brewing in Hatboro, PA for a new episode of What's Brewing.
What's Brewing is brought to you in part by Monco Maker's Passport. Download your free digital pass and sip your way through Montgomery County. By the Conshohocken Brewing Company, featuring 4 locations and available at beer retailers throughout the tri-state area. By Visit Bucks County. Travel the Bucks County Ale Trail. Get your passport at visitbuckscounty.com. And by support from the Pennsylvania Malt and Brewed Beverage Industry Promotion Board and grant funding from the Pennsylvania Liquor Control Board.
Hey, welcome to What's Brewing. I'm Glen Macnow. We're at Artifact Brewing in Hatboro, PA. Great place. I'm joined today by the one and only Jack Fritz. Jack is the producer of Marks and Reese on WIP in the afternoons and now the host of Fritz at 6. Catchy name.
It is, and it's been fun so far. Philly season. Hopefully we can get this thing turned around. But I'm excited to be here. Great spot, Artifact.
Nice to have you, and we're sharing. I love the way they do the beers here. This is the Excitable Boy Hazy IPA. Comes in at 6.2%, a tribute to the great Warren Zevon. What do you got?
And I got 2 Coats, which is inspired by one of my favorite artists, Tyler Childers. So anytime you can mix beer, music, nothing better.
Okay, now before, I am a hazy IPA guy, everybody knows that, but back before this, we were all drinking West Coast IPA, so that's our swap today. Jack, I brought you a Stone IPA. This is one of the beginners out of San Diego. They've been making this thing since 1997. It's easily available, one of the top-selling IPAs in the country, and a good one. You know, they started out as like this upstart. Now they're part of the whole Sapporo thing, but still, I think good stuff. What do you think?
The thing I love about Stone is that you can always taste like the hops and the bitterness, and I think that's something they always have done really well. Really well,
and that's kind of what West Coast IPAs are, more hop forward, more bitter forward. That's what they are. Obviously, they are clear as opposed to a hazy. That's what they are. All right, what'd you bring me? Don't drink too much.
Well,
I'm going to need you for something else.
Listen, when it's a good taste in West Coast, it's hard not to.
Okay.
So what I brought you today, we both went with classics. Stone's been around forever. I went with Fatheads, Headhunter, out in Ohio. And similar, it's won a ton of awards all throughout the years, and it just has a clean, great taste. Big fan of Headhunter.
I like that. It's a good beer too. By the way, should mention that Artifact Brewing is part of Monco Makers. While you're watching, don't forget to sign up for the Monco Makers Passport. This free mobile pass will take you to the best breweries, wineries, and distilleries in the area. Simply download the pass, check in, and win the prize. All right, let's give this a try. Love it in the nose. Little stronger, a little more bite to it, but you know what? Again, a quality beer. I am a hazy IPA guy. I got to say, I go to them 90% of the time. You suggested this style, and I'm glad that you did because it still works.
Brings you back to your roots.
Yeah.
You know, I'm starting to get back into, you know, I think we've gone too far with the millennial thing. I'm trying to get back to my 90s roots.
Okay.
And nothing says that like a West Coast IPA.
You were born in the 90s, right?
94.
There you go. One of the things I want to mention is Jack's dad owns a brewery down in Aston. Four Fingers is the name of it?
Yes.
And you brought some of your beers here today. They're good. And you're going to be drinking them because, well, here's what we got today. And I got to say in advance, you're a really good sport to do this. Now, been doing some research, always looking for fun things for the show. There is something called the Beer Mile.
Yes.
And I found this, and this is a trend. And I went to the website, beermile.com.
Seems like the right way to go.
Here's what's going to happen. Jack, who runs a lot, during the whole Phillies thing, you were like running how much a day?
It was a mile for every win, but it had to be a win streak because, as you know, it doesn't count until it's at least 3.
But there was like, they were on a 6-game win streak at one point,
they
right?
got to 9.
God bless you.
I went 6, 7, 8, 9, and I did everything in my power to make sure they lost the 10th.
Well, today it's just 1 mile,
Yes.
but here's how the Beer Mile works. Jack is going to run a mile. By the way, you're going to have a partner. And during that mile, he is going to drink 4 beers. 1 to start, and then 1 every quarter mile during it. You can go to the website, beermile.com. By the way, the world record is held by Corey Belmare of Canada, 4 minutes and 28 seconds. Can I expect you to challenge that?
We're coming, Corey. We're coming.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We marked off the distance. We're going to go outside and get Jack and his partner started in this right now. So we're outside Artifact Brewing. We're joined by Matt Brzezowski. Matt's the CEO here. Matt, you're going to run with Jack, is that right?
That's right. We're going to get this going.
Okay, and you got the route plan. It is a mile.
Yep.
What beer are you guys drinking first?
So we're going to start with our beer. It's an IPA called Cut to the Wire, brewed with South African Sublime hops exclusively, 6.7%. So we're starting
Ooh.
strong.
Well, hold on, because here's the rules. The rules are you have to drink 4 cans of beer and run. It's normally 4 laps on a track, but you've got the urban route here. The beer's got to be finished before the lap starts. Well, yeah, you can't run with the glass.
Right.
And the beer has to be at least 5%. You're going 6.7.
We're overachievers.
And just for you, Jack, if you throw up, you've got to do an extra lap.
Well, I'm not one to do that.
Okay, you're
Pure
feeling
winner.
good.
That's
Just
what we
in
do
case,
here.
by
Yes.
the way,
Oh, it's even.
I've
it's
got
even
this,
sponsored. That's
so we
perfect.
are ready if that
Yes,
happens.
yes.
All right. I would love to run with you guys, but I got this thing in my back,
no.
so I'll time it for you. Okay.
Plus, we want to be done today. You know, we don't want this taking all day.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I would take about 40 minutes. The show's only half an hour. Are you guys ready to go?
Yes.
All right. This is going to be fun. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, they're drinking the beer. Jack's spilling half of it on his shirt, but that's okay. All right, we might be at 4 minutes before they take off. All right. And
Go.
there they go. I got to tell you, if I were a betting man, 50-50 this happened. They've already got the ambulance coming for him, so there you go. We'll be back with more of this nonsense from Artifact Brewing on What's Brewing. Hey, welcome back to What's Brewing. I'm Glen Macnow at Artifact Brewing. We're waiting for those guys to come around. Pretty impressive, and whoa, 3:26 for the first quarter mile. Ryan is here. Ryan, what are they drinking this time?
We are giving them an English brown ale. It's called Downtown Julie, 5.5%, served on a hand pull.
Gotta say, fellas, I was very impressed. I'm getting a little tired here with the timer, but you seem to be doing just fine. So, second quarter. Jack, how you feel after that first quarter? How you doing there, Jack?
Not bad.
Okay.
Not bad.
You guys are good? Matt, you good?
We're back out there.
See ya.
Number 2.
Wow. This
All
is a
right.
fine day well spent.
All right.
Yeah.
That's 2. Not bad. Not bad. This is
Wow, look at these guys.
This is easy.
Hey,
We're
guys,
speeding up
8
now.
minutes
Speeding
and
up.
38 seconds, and this time they're going to drink 2 beers from Jack's Family Brewery, Four Fingers in Aston.
Yep.
Fellas, you guys are you're holding
for
up
this one?
all right. Jack, you're barely breaking a sweat.
Well, thankfully, it's a great day to run. But other than that, we're pros. You can tell that.
You know what? We tip our hats. to
Thank you.
guys.
Appreciate you.
But only halfway down.
Yes. Yes, we are. All right.
Cheers.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Clock's running, fellas.
On the hatch.
The one thing I will say, I'm sorry, I think the world record is
We're
not
not
going
catching
to,
it.
not today, maybe next time.
What kind of beers is that guy drinking? There's no way you ran this in 4:30. I'm gonna need someone to check that.
Michelob Ultra. For sure.
And the thing is, technically, you're supposed to drink it out of a can. Go, run, get out of here.
Glenn, they sound a little winded.
But they're moving. Let me put it this way, they've gone a half a mile. That's about a half a mile longer than I would go. Here's to you.
Cheers.
We know how to enjoy the day.
That's 3.
Oh, here they come again. All right,
That's
fellas.
3. Home stretch.
You're
All
at
right.
12 minutes and 20 seconds. What's the last beer they got here?
We've got an I Will Be Reborn. It's a crisp spring ale.
Gotta tell you, fellas, I'm pretty impressed. You got one more lap in you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Okay.
the running's fine. It's the
Well, the beer.
the beer's turning into a problem. We'll get there.
I
though.
think that's the challenge. Pretty impressed so far. We'll see if we can do one more.
This tastes a little slower.
Yeah, I got
This
it.
is our Gator. It's modern Gatorade, many say. Do you think they're going to institute this in sports?
Yeah, this would
Yeah.
be good. You get one
In
at
between
first
the
base,
innings.
you get one at third base.
I'll get there.
It's all right. I was on a roll. I didn't want to stop.
Yeah. I have to tell you though, Jack, so far pretty impressed.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah. All right, you are right now at 12 minutes and 30 seconds. Can you come in under 16:30?
Here we go.
Push it now.
Oh, fact. Good luck, guys.
Oh yeah.
Legs getting heavy.
I
One
don't know
more.
about you.
One more.
I'm getting tired from all this work.
Exhausted.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Wow.
Finish
Here
it
they
strong.
are. 3,
Kick at the end.
2, 1, done. 16 minutes, 36 seconds.
Not
That
bad.
is
Divide that by
great.
4. We're in good shape.
All right, fellas, to celebrate, to cool down, I brought you some Corsicles. Coors, the Colorado-based brewer, is releasing Corsicles non-alcoholic treat.
Oh, no.
Tastes like you've cracked into a Coors. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad. Apparently not that good.
It's a bad thing, I think we can say.
I got run out of water.
Okay, I got to tell you, great job, fellas. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about it more. But first, let's go to our friend Sam Stafford. She's at Mermaid Spirits Distillery. Sam, what are you drinking?
Hey Glenn, today we are at Mermaid Spirits in Huntington Valley, and I am with owner Dr. David Johnson, also known as Dr. Rum. David, can you let us know, how did you get that nickname, Dr. Rum?
So when I decided that I wanted to go into distilling, rum was kind of like my passion. I loved aged rums and that kind of thing, and my kids decided that I should put it on my license plate. So I have a yellow Volkswagen Beetle with Dr. Rum, and this is my license plate.
Now you're more than qualified as well. You're a research scientist, but you also have a degree in food biochemistry.
Correct.
So how does that help you with all your products that you have available?
So biochemistry is really important in the manufacturing. So you need to be able to ferment what you're starting with and do a really good job with that. So if you don't do a good fermentation, you can't ever make a good distilled product.
And you live somewhat local, so where does the name Mermaid come from?
So my day job, I work on Mermaid Lane. And so I love the Mermaid name, and what's better than Mermaid and rum?
I love it. It's unique and it stands out. I'm sure people will notice the labels as well. So looking over behind you, what are some of the products that we're seeing?
So we have our straight bourbon here, and we have our port barrel finish, so it's the same whiskey. It spends 4 years in the first barrel. We take it out of that barrel and put it in what was a port wine barrel. We also have our Forbidden Dry vodka, which is stolen from a local name, the Wissahickon Creek Trail, known as Forbidden Drive.
What are available in other state stores?
So we have only a few of them in the state stores. So the Shaimaka is available in the state stores. Also, both of our bourbons, the straight bourbon and the port finish. And we have some of the vodka, and then also our barrel-aged rum. So all of our spirits can be shipped throughout the state of Pennsylvania. We're not allowed to ship outside Pennsylvania.
And you're coming up on your 5-year anniversary, so we're
Yes.
going to go see what you guys are releasing for that.
Okay.
Now we're here with Joe Berenson, sales manager here at Mermaid Spirits. So Joe, what are these new products that you guys are releasing for your 5-year anniversary?
I'm glad you asked. I'm super excited to show you guys our newest product. This is our canned cooler tea. It's a canned vodka iced tea. It's made with cold brew whole leaf tea, as well as our award-winning vodka, lemon juice, and it just has a hint of sweetness. So it is perfect for like long spring, summer days, taking out to the beach. So we say like pack a cooler full of teas, be as cool as you want to be.
So Joe, if somebody wanted to try your new cooler teas, any other products here, they can come in for a free tasting.
Absolutely. Whoever wants to come down to 2052 County Line Road in Huntington Valley to try all of our products, they are more than welcome. We have a free tasting bar every day, over a dozen products. We'd be more than happy to bust one of our canned offerings out of the refrigerator so they could try it for themselves, or our vodka, gin, rum, bourbons, everything. Free tastings every day. Come on down.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Joe. Glenn, if you're ever in the Huntington Valley area, you have to come check out Mermaid Spirits.
Looks great, Sam. By the way, Mermaid Distillery's barrels are used here at Artifact Brewing to age some of their beers. Jack, you take a break.
Thank you.
I'm going to go over to France, visit with Joe Sixpack. Next segment of What's Brewing. Hey, it's Glen Macnow here with Andrew Colligan, genius and chief bottle washer at the Conshohocken Brewing Company, here to show us what's hot for 2023.
Our lead dog, Type A IPA, citrus and grapefruit, 7% West Coast IPA.
Love this one. It's coming home with me. What's next?
Life Coach, our hazy IPA, our fastest growing brand, juicy and citrusy, perfect for any hazy IPA.
And very crushable. Keep going.
Ring the Bell, our American lager, crisp, clean, easy drinking, tastes especially good down the gate.
No better way to celebrate a win. And
Backpack beer, our Belgian-style wheat, light, refreshing, and approachable. Throw a couple backpacks in your backpack.
I'm gonna go take a hike. Finally,
Bubba's Row, our classic ESB, proud to make maybe one of the best English ales in the country. Philly loves an underdog. Support your local brewery and watering hole.
it's a beautiful sentiment. All these available at Conshohocken Brewing locations or wherever great beer is sold. Hey, welcome back to What's Brewing. This is the part of the show where we always go over to France to visit our friend Joe Sixpack. Always nice to see you, my friend. And we start today's show with some very topical news, which is Cape May Brewery just announced in the last week or two that it has acquired Flying Fish Brewing out of Somerdale, Camden County. Big news, right?
Yeah, I heard it over here even from lots of friends that I still have back in Philly area. Actually managed to talk to the founder of Flying Fish a little bit about this. This is somewhat of a big story because Flying Fish has been around for about 28 years now, and Cape May was, it was a long time. It's been around for a while too, but I thought it was much smaller, but here it turns out they've grown quite a bit and they've outpaced their production, and they purchased Flying Fish mainly so that they could use its excellent brewing facility.
All right, so Cape May is taking over Flying Fish. Cape May will be running the show, Flying Fish kind of backing away?
Yes, that's right. They'll still have their label out there. You'll still be able to find their beer in stores and in bars. They're going to continue brewing it, which is good news because I know there's a lot of people that are big fans of Flying Fish. They made that wonderful summer ale that is I guess it's getting out on shelves now, very popular.
Does this make Cape May one of the bigger players on the East Coast? How big are they going to be now?
Well, not yet. They're not going to be that big. I guess they'll be the biggest in craft brewer in New Jersey. Still a good way behind that brewery up in Newark known as Anheuser-Busch. But it does help them grow quite a bit, which is good news for them because these days, if you're not growing, then you're probably not faring very well.
Okay, so Flying Fish, as you said, was maybe the first craft brewery in New Jersey, had a great long history, but now there are a lot of good breweries in the state. We don't get over to New Jersey very often. What are some of your favorites for the viewers?
Yeah, when Flying Fish opened, there was nothing else in South Jersey. Now there's about 40 breweries in Camden, Burlington, and Gloucester counties alone, including Forgotten Boardwalk, which is brewing out of the original Flying Fish location. A couple of my other favorites are Tonewood over there in Barrington with that real big tasting room they set up. Bonesaw in Glassboro with its huge selection. 8 and Sand won multiple GABF awards, and up a little bit further is in Mount Holly is Spellbound, that excellent Palo Santo Porter, another beer we've had on the show in the past, and nearby to them is Village Idiot. So there's a good number of very good breweries in the South Jersey area, just over the bridge.
And I want to talk about the shore in a second, but one of the things, and we've gone over this time and again, that really doesn't help New Jersey breweries in terms of bringing people in is still have those restrictive laws about how they can serve food and how many events they can do and so on. And it's just, you see the difference in what you can do in Pennsylvania from what you can do in New Jersey, and it's a shame for them.
It's true. It's mainly because liquor licenses are so expensive while brewery licenses are relatively cheap. It's one of the reasons you don't really see full-scale brew pubs in Jersey very much, because the cost of that liquor license can run, up to $1 million.
By the way, the weather's getting nicer. People are now heading down to the shore, which is a great thing. When you're going down there, Slack Tide Brewing in Cape May County is one you and I went to, enjoyed a ton. Our friends at Ship Bottom have that terrific place out in Beach Haven. Get a great crowd there. You watch the sun go down, it's beautiful. Kane Brewing in Ocean Township, some of their beers are among the best that I've had. And Carton Brewing in Atlantic Highlands, all very solid reasons to go down to the shore, even fight the traffic.
Absolutely. I'm going to miss the Jersey Shore this summer. I'll be in somewhat cooler waters, I guess. But, if you're in Jersey or you're looking for new places in New Jersey, one great way to discover New Jersey beer is getting a membership in the New Jersey Craft Beer Club at newjerseycraftbeer.com. They sponsor events and they have discounts. It's a great way to explore the world of beer in New Jersey.
Yeah, Joe Sixpack, we all feel sorry for you. You won't get to the Jersey Shore this summer. Unfortunately, you're going to have to spend it on the shores in France. It's a tough break. All right. Hey, we'll talk to you next week, and we'll be back with more from Artifact Brewing on What's Brewing.
So we went to this place called Bucks County for vacation. There was so much to do. We played games, rode on a train, and visited Kids Castle. I went on rides, water slides, and got to hang with Elmo at Sesame Place. We hiked to this huge boulder field called Ringing Rocks. Oh, and I got to meet a pilot. That was so cool. You gotta go.
Hey, welcome back to What's Brewing. We're at Artifact Brewing on York in Hatboro. It's such a great place. We had a great time. And remember, don't forget about the Montco Maker's Passport. Check into 15 of the participating locations. You will receive a free Montco Maker's pint glass. Jack Fritz is here. None the worse for wear, man. Quick recovery.
Yeah, we're battling through it.
Okay.
Definitely, need to catch my breath. But
you did a great job. I am
it.
genuinely impressed. Ryan McKinney is here. He is the head brewer here. First of all, let's talk about what we're drinking. I've got the 1, 2, 3, 4 double IPA, a tribute to the Ramones.
Correct.
Jack, what do you got?
I have The Day She Met Me, which is sponsored by Sublime, of course.
Very
Inspired by.
All right, very smooth. I love, Ryan, that your beers, the titles of your beers are inspired by rock acts, including some of my favorites, Warren Zevon, Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
How'd that come to be?
I'm just a general overall music lover. So usually I choose the beer name based on what I'm listening to when I'm brewing or what I heard on the radio that day,
By the way, what do you have?
I've got the two coats English mild.
Okay. Now, I love an English mild. One of the things that you said to me is you guys don't repeat very much. You're always doing something new.
Aside from our Hatch New Mexico green chili beer, we don't brew the same beer twice.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So what are people like, they're going to Artifact Brewing. What can they expect when they walk through the doors here?
So it's an ever-changing tap list. Like I said, you can always find something you like. We don't brew just one style. We brew several different styles. When it's nice out, we open up the entire parking lot. It's like a giant tailgate out there. We have live music. We have food trucks. The whole community generally loves it. So
I think it's great. This is really a fun area around here. Now, our audience is always interested in origin stories, right? Because we have a lot of people, maybe they're home brewers themselves. How'd you guys get started? By the way, you and your brother both have outside jobs, right?
Right.
Matt,
my partner.
right? Your partner. Excuse me. What do you do?
I'm a geologist.
And what does Matt do?
Matt is a engineer.
Okay, two dummies. How'd you get into doing this?
Well, actually, our kids played sports together, so we kind of met through that venue, and then
Which kid was better?
no comment.
Okay. I think we know it was the other guys.
I think
Go
it was
on.
Ryan. I think it was Ryan.
I think it was Ryan. Yeah, go on.
Maybe not. And Matt actually came to me and said, "Hey, would you like to open a garage brewery?" And I said, "Absolutely, let's do it." I had been homebrewing for like 15 plus years. He had tasted my beer and knew it was worthy, so.
And what, this is always the tough part, right? Because a lot of guys can make good beer. You got to find a place. You got to get some money. Like, what was the moment that you realized, like, we can do this?
Well, we sat down, put our heads together, came up with a budget, and decided we would do all the work ourselves, and pretty much that's what we did. And the community's lifted us up and supported us ever since, so can't complain.
What would you say was the backstory of the name Artifact Brewing? Because it does flow off the tongue very well.
Honestly, it's just what we both agreed on.
Easy. Easy enough.
There's no great inspiration.
There's
no,
not,
right?
nope.
You found a 500-year-old Native American something.
Well, I am a
underneath it.
geologist, which is
Oh, there you
it's
go.
kind of more
That's
archaeology,
right.
but
yeah. You guys have another place planned, is that right?
We do. We have a space in Doylestown Borough that we're hoping to start building out and hopefully open up by the end of the year.
Okay. One of the things that you do that not a lot of places do is you focus on saisons. It's almost a forgotten style these days. Tell us about your saisons and why that's important to you.
Sure. I've always been a huge fan of saison. It's such an open style. There's a lot of interpretations of it. We do several saisons that are clean. We do several saisons that have mixed cultures, wild yeast, bacteria like Brettanomyces and Lactobacillus. We have a barrel aging program, and we do release bottles periodically as well.
Tell you what, that was pretty. There's definitely a scientific answer to that question.
Beer geek.
Yeah, I agree. Now you're wearing a Go Birds sweatshirt right now, which I assume is for sale here at Artifact Brewing. And I think the most important question we can ask you is, did the best team win the Super Bowl?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, correct. Good answer.
Yeah.
I think we can.
We needed life preservers.
Right. We can all agree on that. Good stuff. Well, listen, this is, it's a great place. We've had a terrific time today. Congrats to you for running that beer mile. I got to tell you, I was really impressed. You can brag about this on your show, Fritz at 6, all the time?
Well, I do tend to do that, and I do anticipate myself doing that. I mean, I don't know which is the better kind of mile accomplishment that I've done. I ran a mile under 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And now I did the beer mile.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, how much more am I supposed to do?
No, this is pretty good. I am impressed with this. You and Matt did a great job.
Yes.
Ryan, we have had a terrific time here today. Look forward to coming back. We thank everybody for joining us, and we will see you next week on What's Brewing.
What's Brewing is brought to you in part by Monco Maker's Passport. Download your free digital pass and sip your way through Montgomery County. By the Conshohocken Brewing Company, featuring 4 locations and available at beer retailers throughout the tri-state area. By Visit Bucks County. Travel the Bucks County Ale Trail. Get your passport at visitbuckscounty.com. And by support from the Pennsylvania Malt and Brewed Beverage Industry Promotion Board and grant funding from the Pennsylvania Liquor Control Board.